Okay, so with all of that working, the only thing left to do is to, let's see, is to add the label above the button, which we'll do that later. First, let's just get at work on the functionality of these buttons. So the functionality when you click, when it's overlapped and highlighted, and I want it to work when you grab the right trigger, so the right controller, the grip button down here. When you hit that, I want it to go ahead and exit the game when the exit button is highlighted. So this is all going to be done in, see, Content, Virtual Reality BP, Blueprints, and Motion Controller Pawn. You want to look for Grab Right, which is conveniently the first thing right here. So I'm going to go ahead and move all of this stuff here off to the side. And we're going to add quite a bit of code to here. This will be like the most seemingly confusing thing. It's really not that bad. Okay, so pressed. Because I don't allow teleporting in my game, it's going to go ahead and complain about that. So grab right. There we go. So when the right thing is grabbed and the button is pressed, we want to, once again, there are probably better ways of doing this. There have to be better ways of doing this, but get all actors of class, BP exit button. We'll do exit first. BP button exit. Out actors. So first with this array, we're going to want to get the length, because this is going to execute every time that button is pressed, this code, but we don't want it to go and get the exit button and go ahead and exit the game and stuff if the exit button doesn't exist. If before we hit the pause button, we go ahead and hit the grab button, it's going to crash the game. So this is how to make sure you don't crash the game. So if the length is greater than 0, so if it's not empty, then what you want to do, so if, basically saying if the exit button exists, you want to take the exit button, and there's only going to be one exit button at a time. So we want to get, and then what do we want to do with that? So basically right now what this is saying is you get all actors of class, there's only going to be one exit button. So if there is one exit button, if it's present in the game, if it's not, don't do anything. That's why we're going to leave this false there. So then what we want to do is we want to get, actually we'll do another branch, and we'll say, okay, so if the exit button does exist and it's overlapped, get overlapped. So once again, when the pointer hits the exit button, it lights up and is highlighted, and right after we highlight it, we set overlap to true. So right now, basically, when all of that is true, then we're going to quit the game. And for specific player, I'm just going to do get player controller. Let's see, compile, save. So if it's not that, then we want it to just grab anyways. So yeah. Go ahead, hit play. And Steam VR keeps going to sleep on me. and you hit the grab button, and ta-da, it exits the game. So, to make things super simple, go back to the motion controller pawn, all of this code right here, just go ahead and copy it. And what we're going to do is we're going to break this link, drag these even further over here. Going to go ahead and paste. And we're going to do basically the same exact thing. We're just going to switch this here to button restart. There we go, BP button restart. So if that does exist, then we want oh, I didn't get the overlapped section. So we want to get a copy, and then we want to get overlapped, and if it is overlapped, then we want to restart. So the restart code is just going to be get level name, get current level name, then off of this here, drag it a little bit further out here and do open level. And in between, it'll convert this string to a name, so you just drag this to here, and that should just be all the restart code. So, okay, what is it complaining about now? So it's complaining, oh, okay. So I think it just wants me to go ahead and get the length of this array, like that. Yeah. Sometimes it just gets weird like that and it doesn't automatically know, hey. I mean, it shouldn't matter what type of an array it is, just get the size of it. So let's see, if you do all of this, and it doesn't, if it's not an exit button, it's not a restart button, just go down to false. Also, I'm not sure. If this is false, this should also go to this grab actor, I believe. Let me double check. Oh, look at that. This is up. Oop. Yeah. So, okay, I have it bypassed. Okay. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right so I'm not confusing you any more than I already have. So the second false. Okay, both falses go there. Okay. So that's what I'm doing wrong here. So this branch, this false, will go to that one. So if it's not an exit button, you still need it to check and see if it's a restart button. And then if it's not a restart button, you still want it to grab. Because otherwise, without doing this, I don't think it would grab at all if the menu's not present. I think that's it. Compile and save everything, test, play. So see, it overlaps. Woohoo! Do that, restart as many times as you want, go and exit out. And